too, don't you think that the military will have already pre-selected somebody to oversee transitions from the old system to the new system prior to all of this shit coming public? Don't you think the military would have been working on this so-called plan for a long time to make sure it's precision? Because we know what the military does is by precision. So don't you think they've already vetted and made sure that the people that they want to put into place are not necessarily corrupt?
Of course they have,
And
except it's just not who you think it is. It's called
it
Pax
might not,
Judaica.
it might not be, sweetheart, but it could be. We don't know. That's the thing. Where there's the plebs. But don't you think that the military have already
But the military have been
Yeah,
saving
they
kids from
have,
all
but
of
they're
these
called off
dumbs. I mean,
and those
Operation
Smurfette,
background
Kelpius.
in the military
with all due
is
respects,
operational psyops.
What are we
I
Smurfette,
talking
mean,
about
with all
now?
due
Sorry.
respects, we've been getting convinced. This will take me 30 seconds. We've been getting convinced for the past few years by Q that all of these dumbs are out there with tens of thousands, if not millions, of child trafficked children, and now Trump's in power. The bus it where are all the reports of all these children being released that they've been convinced you of Q through the whole Q psyop that all these dumbs even exist? It's like I've seen a few raids. I've seen a few people get arrested in the news to do with all of the child trafficking. But really, what they were convincing you that is these dumbs that have got thousands and thousands of people being trafficked in underground tunnels which connect our countries. I mean, come on. This is it's fantasy. It's fucking fantasy. And it's been used to entrap you because they're going to tell you it's all about the kids, right? And that's going to really make you fucking follow them. And anyway, I'll land on that, but Australian Talk's got his hand up. And I mean, with all due respect, Smurf, I know all about the Q thing. It's very enticing. That's the idea behind it. It's enticing.
yeah, but you shouldn't look at things like enticing. It's got to prove it. You've got to look into the information they give and look at it yourself, research it yourself, and if you can find it
Well,
and look at it
you
and
can't just
see that
admit
you
all the
can
bad
some stuff.
information, though. You can't use that as an argument if all you're ever going to do is say, look at the good stuff they're giving us, but look at all the stuff that we've already disproved as being nonsense. But we'll ignore that because that's called hopium. That is literally only
Oh
focusing
no, I don't.
on the
No,
outcome that you
don't
want.
think you understand how I look at this whole
No,
thing. Because
that is
I
literally
actually look
focusing
on
on the
both
outcome
sides
that
of the
you
thing, but I
want.
see
So now
more
you get
positive than
tunnel
what we.
vision.
Okay, Smurf, let Hitman finish and then you can go.
Sorry, I was just saying that's like tunnel vision. It's only focusing on the outcome that you want. So all you're ever going to see is positive things. And if you keep on omitting and pushing to side all the failures of that project, then you're just looking for a self-confirming psyop, really. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that you kind of inspiring through your own wants. And I get it. I just call it hopium. But anyway, I'll land.
That's okay. You call it hopium, I call it probably 6 years of looking into a lot of research. But that's okay. You think what you want. I'll think what I want, and we'll see in the end of the day. Hopefully, everything will be wonderful, and I think it will be because I'm
I
seeing
want you to
signs
be
of
right. I
shit
want you
that
to be
I
right.
heard 5 years ago happening now for the good of the people. So, yeah, I'm never going to stop pushing back. Our government is illegitimate and they all need to step down, and we need to put a whole new fucking rack of people up there. So, when people step up, look into them, make sure they've got good intentions. Because with the amount of electronics that are available to the fucking powers that be now, they'll be able to know. They'll be able to check your fucking messages. They'll be able to track all of your correspondence. They will be able to know whether you're going to be a good cunt or a bad cunt and
And you
what
think
your
that's a good
intentions for
thing?
the country are.
You think that's a
Um,
good thing?
At the moment, when it comes to, I don't think it is for everyday people, but I think if you're going to step up into the political realm and you're going to sit there and say, I'm honest, I'm good, I'm going to stand on blah, 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 then yeah, I think they open themselves up to whatever federal law or military law can find out if what they're saying is actually true. Not for the people, not for the citizens, but if you elect to go into that position, then I think then you open yourself up to a whole lot of scrutiny that's going to be honest and not fed through some fake fucking mainstream media that keeps lying to us. And that's why they've gone through the way they've gone through it, because the mainstream media was never going to release anything that Q tried to tell us or that Trump tried to tell us that was true, or the military tried to tell us. So
Not
they
even-
had to go through the
No,
back
I meant
channels and get to
more
the
the
people the only
surveillance
way the
stuff.
people are getting it.
I meant
Do
more
you know?
the
And
Do you
it's
know
there.
Donald
surveillance
Trump's
stuff.
entire worth? Do you know Donald Trump's entire worth prior to all of this, right? Compared to his entire worth now, if you count in Truth Social, the market value of Truth Social, right? So if you're going to tell people to not trust the mainstream media, right? I agree with him. Don't trust the mainstream media; they're absolutely fucking terrible. But look at whether he profited from that message. And again, it was another selfish thing. You know, at the same time, he's kind of curing the problem, as in letting us all know the mainstream media is corrupt. But at the same time, he enriched himself massively during that process. Truth Media is worth billions of dollars. I think it's
And
worth
then he
more than
rug
his
pulled on
entire
his
net worth.
Trump coin.
Yeah, his rug pulls, his fucking crypto scams, and
Like the bulk of his
He's done all
his
sorts,
worth
mate.
is from that,
and
from
it just
Trump coin.
blows my
He's not there out of the
mind.
goodness of his heart, is what I'm saying. And the
Yeah.
financial rewards show that too.
Yeah,
But
like
Australian Talk
Good
still got
God.
his hand up, though.
the whole fucking
Oh, good.
surveillance state thing is what really like you you can't like
We're already in a surveillance state, Cooker.
I understand that, but the fact that you want a worse one, a more one, but only
No,
for
I
certain
don't
people.
want for the people a worse one. Please don't sit there and put words in my mouth. I said not for the citizenry, but
So
if
who are
you
they going to
put
be
your hand up
surveilling?
and if you put your hand up and you publicly say I'm going to run for this office, then I think
But
you
yeah,
open
sure,
yourself
We've
up
already
but
got
where does it
for
transparency
end?
measures.
a
What?
bit
We've
more
already got
fucking
I
that
don't.
scrutiny.
Do
stuff.
we even know
But
what's
but
being argued for?
But where does it end? So like nobody's perfect. Everyone's got skeletons. So I go, oh, I think I'm going to go run for local council. And it's like, so what happens? What happens now? Do they go through every single email I've ever written, every single post I've ever posted? Do they monitor my phone, monitor my email,
If
like
it
have bugs
prevents
in my house?
anybody
Like
But
coming
we've
into
already
this
got that,
country and being
Smurfette.
able to bring, yeah, we have, and we need to stop it and change systems so it doesn't happen
but you're
again.
saying but
We
that's
You're
have to do
saying
that
that
okay.
now for
That's
our kids
okay
and
for
our students
officials
don't.
though. But that's okay for officials, but not
To
for
be
everyone else.
scrutinised, yeah, if they're going to be making the fucking decisions of this country and about whatever comes forward, then yeah, I think
But
I
to
But
what
think
point
that's
though?
that
just
they should be
unrealistic to
under
think
scrutiny,
that. Like
not the
it's a
citizens.
commercial. Like how do they make? How do the Palantir and whoever else how do they make money off that?
Yeah, well,
Like,
that leads back to Executive Order
there's
13813.
there's no
48,
benefit for
guys. Just go
government
and look at
to.
the executive order.
Okay, I fucking hate this conversation. We're going to
Yeah,
end
let's
it there.
stop it.
Australia Speaks. You got your hand up for a while. Go for it. We've probably like fucking given him into a coma. Probably
He's
sent him to a
died.
coma.
So I can wake him up.
Can
Australia
we
Talk.
maybe let's?
Australia
Were
Talk.
we
Wake up, bro.
on Venezuela before? At any
Yeah, we
point?
were on Venezuela, but
Did we
just
want
hang
to
on a
stay there?
second.
Sorry.
We've got to. We'll stay there. We will, but there's not much happening at the moment. Like, so he's
True.
bombed.
The
He's
leader's
bombed.
gone.
Yeah, he's bombed, and he's taken the leader, and that's it until 5 hours time when we get a presser. Apparently,
Did he kill it? Was there any
5
civilians
hours.
killed?
I don't know. I guess I don't know if that'll come out. Like he's put it on. Like fancy fucking announcing this shit on Twitter or fucking Truth Social.
Dude,
Like
that's how all this shit's done
what
now.
the fuck is where have we become? But anyway, meanwhile, we've got a machete attack on the Monash.
Oh,
I was
what?
just on that road on my way back
Yeah,
from
so we've had a car
Pandamarch.
accident, and a couple of dudes have jumped out with their machetes chasing the person that's crashed into them or something. What the fuck?
This is Melbourne.
This is crazy shit.
Oh,
Like,
fuck, you lose in Melbourne. Who's in Melbourne?
I'm in Melbourne. That's in Melbourne.
Oh, poor you. What the fuck? Get out of there.
So, what the fuck? Hang on.
Is it as bad as
That's
they're
like
saying
two
it is
attacks
in
in
Melbourne?
2 days.
Is it like Beirut? Is it as bad as they're saying it is?
I would say
No.
probably more like, I don't know, Mogadishu, maybe, during the height of the
Nice.
civil war.
Don't
Okay,
come up
maybe
here.
not.
Don't come up
That's
to
a bit
Queensland though. You're
exaggerated.
just pushing the fucking house prices up. So stay down there.
I was gonna say, I mean, I keep hearing this shit in what's going down in Melbourne. Living up here in Brisbane, it's like, all right, things are chill.
Yeah, I'm on the Goldie, mate.
Yeah, Like, we have our moments, as everyone does, but otherwise, it's rather chill. It's too
Yeah, we can
fucking
tell the
hot.
odd cop. We can tell the odd policeman to get fucked without him shooting a rubber bullet at us. We've got it pretty good in Queensland.
Queensland cops are really fun.
What do you mean
They
by
are. They're
that?
actually the Queensland cops are a little bit different to all the other cops, and I
They
can't
are
figure out.
different.
I can't figure out why. I've been trying to
I will
figure it out.
say, in my experience, they are not, but
No, you can get the odd wanker like Queensland cop. I agree with you, but the way the police seems to be different. It's like during the whole COVID period, the police didn't really enforce anything. If you think about it, they had a couple of like isolated incidents where they did, but compared to the other states, the police didn't really assist the Queensland government in the whole COVID thing. People just complied. Do you know what I mean? So I saw a big difference that way, the way they policed it. But I just find my interactions with Queensland police are a little bit more lax than the ones we say New South Wales police.
okay,
You know,
fair
they seem to
enough.
be a
I
little
have
bit
no
more
idea
militant.
there.
They're a bit more militant, you know what I mean, than the Queensland police.
True. Fair enough. Yep.
I don't know why. I'm trying to
I
figure it
don't think
out.
you have quite the level of corruption that like Big
I don't know
Paul in New
about
South
that.
Wales. Paul, yeah, but we're kind of, I don't know, not
Well,
in
none
for
of
it.
that really affected the Queensland police, did it? That whole thing with the corruption thing didn't really get into Queensland, so they must have a different kind of hierarchical system.
I mean,
Maybe the Masons are. Maybe the Masons aren't in control of the Queensland police.
I mean,
Maybe that's what it is.
there was the whole Fitzgerald's inquiry.
Fitzgerald, yeah.
Yeah, there was that.
And you've
Well,
got one
was it
house.
that cleared it up though? Was it after that Fitzgerald?
Not really. Yes and no.
I think the
What was
ghost of
what was the
Joe
outcome of that?
Belkey.
Remind me. I've heard of it.
Sorry.
What was the outcome of that Fitzgerald inquiry? I've
Like a
heard
lot
of
of
it
people,
before.
I'm pretty sure did go to jail or whatever. They instated certain rules and whatnot. They have done stuff to try and clean it up, but yeah, I don't know.
You've at least got an OPI there in New South Wales and Victoria. Like it's cops investigating cops, and IBAC, I don't know, survives on
They,
$1
they
million.
do that in Queensland too, though. They do that in Queensland too. They
Yeah, but you've
investigate
at
themselves.
least your cops.
You send a
Yeah,
report off to that. What's it called? The C. I forgot what it's called. The organisation that governs them. What are they called?
IBAC. Oh, well, I think it's OP. You've actually got an OPI or Office of
Well,
Police
if you put
Investigations there, and they're cops, but they're like almost independent, like a
well,
independent cop.
they've got like an independent organisation in Queensland, but if you put a report into them, then they literally send that report to the commanding officer at that police station. He investigates his own boys and then reports back to them what his findings were. So it's exactly the same fucking thing. It's ridiculous.
Is
It's not
fucking
independent.
is
It's the
Pepsi Max
boss,
still
mate.
here?
It's the mate.
Pepsi Max, are you still in here? No. Look at the fucking trash he's dumped in the fucking pill, will ya?
You fucking wanker.
I can't even see the
Pepsi
pill.
Max.
He's
I can't
got
see it.
fucking Avi and Rukshan having a nice pash on the
Lol.
couch
That's funny. Why is it called the pill?
because it's shaped like a pill.
It's the jumbo waffin.
No, up the top's the jumbo waffin, isn't it?
Oh, I can't see anything in the jumbo waffin.
There's nothing in the
Ugh.
jumbo waffin. It's in the pill.
What the fuck's a
And
jumbo
hasn't it? Hold on.
waffin?
Create
Yeah.
your own with grok.
A jumbo
It's
waffin?
AI.
No,
I've never
no
heard
shit,
of
it's
this.
AI.
Hell?
I've heard of Jumbotron and Nest, but a jumbo waffin?
Jumbo waffin division.
This is some next level. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. Like,
It's
don't
a
come,
psyop within a psyop, mate. What's it called?
comes in here and trashes my pill. That's
The
not
jumbo
good.
waffin.
Unbelievable.
Look how flat Rukshan's hair is. He looks like
I
a
know.
Lego man.
I don't know what's going on there. But who the fuck, what sort of twisted mind even does that? That's bizarre.
He's homoerotic.
Lefties, mate. Lefties.
Lefties. That's not a lefty. That's fucking
I don't
Codex
know.
India that did that.
Blame everything on the lefties, mate.
There was a righty that did that.
I feel invoked.
The lefty. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to I'm watching agenda-free TV at the moment. He's got different kind of feeds coming in from different channels and from Venezuela.
Surely
But
there has to be someone on Twitter, like I know
someone live tweeting
Why we-
a fucking
tweeting in Venezuela
a military
something.
a military takeover or
Yeah,
Doing some sort of like
isn't
feed from the
Exin
ground.
isn't
Where's-
Exin fucking why don't Russians, Ukrainians, Israelis, Palestinians, or Venezuelans have Starlink yet? That's my question.
don't they?
What
Oh,
do you
they
mean?
do.
Well, we never seem to get any on the ground
Starlink.
footage, do we?
It's like I want to see some live tweeting of regime change
We look
now.
like a live stream, like a Venezuelan spring,
Yeah.
like a live stream of it.
Yes.
You want to see Trump going in there, interrupting them whilst they're having the dinner, and go, fucking get in that helicopter now, cunt.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you say you want to see the live cam footage of them getting Maduro?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
why
want
not?
to see live.
I think we
tweeting.
deserve
I
it.
want to
They
see
did
them
for,
go like and subscribe. We're capturing Maduro
Yes.
right here, right now.
Yeah, I want to see. Have you seen
subscribe on Truth Social.
the South Park episode of like Pete Hegseth is a douchebag, like you know he's running around with his fucking selfie stick. Have you
Oh
seen that
yeah,
episode?
yeah. No, literally, yeah.
So this is what I want to see. I want to see Pete Hegseth with his selfie stick, you know, in Venezuela right now.
He's
Like
got
and
like
subscribe.
he's got like a squad line behind
If they're
him.
going to use social media to psyop us with everything, then they should at least be doing that right.
Yeah, like
You're on
fucking give
Truth
us a live
Social?
feed. If you
It
want
should be
to,
have selfie sticks on these fucking agents that are going in and getting them.
yeah.
That's the thing I find
Did
frustrating.
they send
with
in
this
the ice
administration.
paratroopers?
Broadcasting
or-
live now from the palace in Venezuela. We're just about to scout Maduro. Here he comes with his family.
Well, they've been
Get him,
doing
get him, get him,
sending the
get him.
ice paratroopers to, I don't know, random office buildings to, I don't know, kidnap academics. So why not overseas?
You don't just waltz into it. You don't just bomb a couple of fucking little boats, full of fishing boats, and then waltz into the palace and then nab the family themselves. How long did it take him to get Osama
Well,
bin
clearly
Laden,
you
for fuck's
fucking
sake?
do.
This
Hitman.
isn't this like the king of the fucking South America? They just gonna go, just come with us, mate. Oi, you're nicked.
Well,
You're
Jules,
Yeah.
got
nicked.
Palantir
Get on
and
the
everything
plane,
now.
mate.
This
They
is
would
There's
know
no
exactly where he
war.
was.
this is
I mean,
the thing.
does Venezuela not have any protection at all? Do they not have a single plane?
See, like
Well,
to me, the thing I kind of appreciate about Trump is, from my perspective at least, from like the typical lefty perspective, he's not that all that different fundamentally to any other person who's been president. He's just more like abrasive in the personality, and that's why like everyone in America finds him so egregious. It's just because he's more upfront with it, and he's kind of in his own way very honest. It's just he's a fucking retard. But
it's
anyways,
so bombastic.
and so yeah, exactly. And honestly, from my perspective, like obviously I don't like like anything he does, but also looking at this, it's just another great example like we were referring to with Hegseth and like the fucking selfie stick where it's like this administration can't fucking stick to one track. They always have to like go between two different ideas at a time. At one point, all right, we're just gonna slowly rise up into this thing. We're gonna delegitimize the Maduro administration. We're gonna talk about what's her name, the other lady who got the Peace Prize. But then we're also gonna get mad about the fact that Trump didn't get the Peace Prize, and then we're gonna make up our own Peace Prize with the FIFA Cup, just so we can give it to Trump, so he had his own one. But now we're gonna bomb their boats, but no, it's not war, and it's over the drug stuff, and now we're bombing your place, and now we've just
And
kidnapped
kidnapping
your
your prime
family.
minister.
Now we've kidnapped you and your missus. For what? Like,
It's so
stick
world
to a
peace.
Back to
plan.
Mar-a-Lago, mate,
For
for the
world
interrogation
peace.
in the
For
skip
world
room.
peace, for drugs, for did he
oil,
want
for
some of
no,
his
but-
drugs? Yeah, oil,
He's
World
going to get him.
peace.
He's going to get him back to Mar-a-Lago.
democracy.
He's going to get him in the skiff room, which is highly secure, and he's going to give him a good fucking beating.
Yeah, so where are they taking him? Are they taking him back to Mar-a-Lago, or are they going to
what happens
Guantanamo or somewhere?
But I want to know what happens next, though. So after this, does the leader of Venezuela now just demand that all the illegal drug smugglers stop overnight? Is that how it works in Venezuela, or is it legal to smuggle drugs in Venezuela? So I've had a couple of drinks. I'm just trying to process this.
I think we're all trying to process it.
But I mean,
It
is
just
it so?
makes no
Was it
sense.
previously legal to smuggle drugs to America from Venezuela?
I don't really know how much is really going through Venezuela when compared to, I don't know,
No, it's really
China.
not
Fuck
much
all.
too.
Mexico,
Fuck all.
fuck
It's just
all.
bullshit. It's
The,
Yeah.
that's
fucking
kind of
Well,
the
I mean,
bullshit.
if they said Colombia, everyone would be on board, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Everyone would
Yeah,
be like,
it's funny
yeah,
too because
everyone knows
Colombia's right
Colombia is all
next to
about
it.
cocaine. It's like,
Colombia's
fuck
right next
Colombia.
door.
But but that's what I'm saying. If they just did Colombia, everyone would be like, yeah, all right, let's do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
obviously cocaine
neocon.
prices would go up. That'd be a bummer.
You got to think, what's a distraction from? What else is happening that they're doing this?
Would it be Epstein? Do
See,
you
I
think,
don't think
maybe?
it is. I don't think it is. I think it's just like Trump's fun. Like
Trump's
I
being
actually
so
think
dumb.
it's a distraction in only in that it's Trump's personal distraction. Like I think it's him playing with the toys in the sand.
I know what's going on. It just takes too long to explain it.
Yeah, I don't.
And I'm
know.
too drunk to bother, so I'm not even going to bother.
Is there any
Yeah.
sort of live feed of any kind to
Yeah.
look
Actually,
at?
I'll put it
If
in
you
the
could,
pill. I mean,
if you could link it, it'd be great.
all I see really, the best one to go to is it's a Twitch channel though, but he's really good. Actually, no, he's probably on Twitter. Actually, I'm sure he is. Where is he?
Well, do you believe anything you see now? I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. I mean, I don't believe anything I even see these days or hear. I don't believe my eyes, my ears. I don't believe my
Here we are.
senses. I mean, they've got AI. They can do whatever the fuck they want. It's like we've lost, guys. We're fucks, bro.
Don't be
They
so
could tell us anything.
don't
They
be
just
so
need to.
down about
I
it.
could mix up a video on AI right now of Trump going in there, arresting the king and queen of Venezuela, getting them on board the helicopter, and everyone would be like, "Yay, the baddies have lost." I
That's
could
the
do
thing,
that
you,
dead
you
easy.
search for,
Like you're trying to look for, I don't know, like a Venezuelan, I don't know, local news feed, and all you get in the research results is just all these like RT and all these just influence peddling disinformation things.
So what
Uh,
can you trust? What can we trust? I mean,
Well,
even if you saw it, would you believe it?
No, well, that's why I'm trying to find a, I don't know, is it Spanish or Portuguese? Do they speak?
I've
yeah.
no fucking idea.
I'm
I never
trying to look
cared.
for an account with
I
like
never
a
heard of Venezuela up
Latino
until last week.
sounding name.
I'm pretty sure it's oh no, Luke, no, Luke, don't. You can stick your little request up your butt. I'll put a link to Agenda Free TV in the pill.
She
if you
knows what
wanna-
she's doing. Cuckle Watch knows what she's doing.
Yeah, Luke McKee
Valencia.
will
Valencia
get a
sounds kind of.
microphone over my dead body.
Well done.
Australia Talks, you had your hand up before and then you left. You did a runner. What's up?
He was too scared.
Sorry, Cooker. I had a phone call and
Happy
they
New
told
Year,
me quickly
Australia
wrap
Talk,
up
bro.
your video on Venezuela. Happy New Year, Hitman. It's very good to hear from you, mate. I'm pleased to hear you spend a bit of quality time with the family. Quality time.
I'm here, brother. I'm here.
So there you go. Hey, Cooker, guess what?
What?
Remember a couple of weeks ago when I revealed to yourself and Bat when we were talking about I think it was in regards to whatever Alpha's little competition was
Yeah.
for who Spaces host,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
And so we're going through that, and before we got to Reptile and that, there was Guru.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, how could it be Guru? And I said, well, as a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, there was a period of time when a gentleman arrived in Spaces with myself and Reptile. We facilitated the opportunity for him to make himself known, and we presented the sheriff, the lieutenant colonel, the big Ricardo Bossy, and then riding shotgun with him came along Guru to say he's the man with the action
I was
plan,
there, mate. I was
etc.
there.
So we've just, of course you were. That was back in the day, Hitman, right? So we've extracted all this information a couple of years ago, which was fantastic because we're all across it. And Hitman even attended, but it was via live stream because of who knows what was going on, right? That's crazy stuff. But all things aside, you know, Ricardo Bossy, he does a good job because his wife lives in a wheelchair, as a matter of fact. and he's a quality individual that steps up and does what's required of him. And I've seen them interact in public several times, and there is a genuine affection and love and care there. So he does have a heart, that is certainly true. But yeah, Cooker, there are still some true believers that think that Ricardo Bosi was not impressing upon them, that trust the plan is the modus operandi. Guantanamo is currently inhabited by Hillary and co. And instead, they're now saying, no, Ricardo never went there. Ricardo was never really
He
about that.
did. He did.
Bullshit.
Was he about that though? So I'm merely asking the question. I'm merely asking. I don't know.
He
This is what
stood
I'm
up
being
in
told.
Canberra and told everybody that the planes flying above them are flying in Q formation and that Donald Trump sent them. He was told. He was told.
Rhiannon channeled it through her.
Rhiannon channeled it through her feet. So that's how he gets his information, is through Rhiannon, who's a psychic and who also feels the dumbs being exploded 10 kilometres beneath the surface of the earth as the dumbs, those ones you were talking about, Hitman, with the 10,000 children that are being trafficked. Yeah, so she knows that they're being blown up because Rhiannon sits in a wheelchair and feels the vibrations through her feet.
That's what
And
the earthquake was in Victoria, remember, a couple of years.
Amy, you feel this?
You remember?
Maybe you can start channeling too.
Emu's sane. Let's just leave Emu out of this.
Yeah,
Yes.
but no, but even notwithstanding all of that, and that is fantastical. That's true to say. Is it the responsibility of Benny Hinn and Kenneth Copeland and whoever else, the Branch Davidian leader David Koresh? You can name whoever, even John Lennon. Some people have accused John Lennon of leading a cult as well. So, even rock stars can't escape this accusation. That being the case, is it up to the fans? If people believe Hulk Hogan is real and he's not actually a guy called
but my
Terry,
problem is, though, is the type of person that he would have to be to put all his eggs in that basket. I mean, even if, all right, let's say even if there is some truth to it, I mean, do you really want to? Would it be an intelligent and marketable thing to sell the Q thing at the same time while trying to be a stand-up politician in Australia? I
We're going
think,
back to the Q shit.
I think any advisor, any professional advice coming his way would have just said, "Stay clear from that, mate. You can't prove any. Even if he did get caught up in it and he believes it's true, then it's still a strategic error to go in both feet first, like he did with that. So just on that premise alone, it's like, is he the right fucking guy? I mean, really, if you're going to fall for this shit, are you the right guy?
yeah, but wait a second, Hitman. But wait a second, that may have been the case 18 months ago, 24 months ago, when it became obvious to many
You're
people the
rugging, mate.
great
You're
falling
rugging.
away from the queue happens, right? And people had moved on. Okay, I'll come back.
I'll be honest.
So, was he just rugging for me then?
He was just rugging for you.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
No, he was, it was for me as well.
Oh, was he? Oh, he's fine for me.
That sounded awful.
Ah, all right. Fair enough.
What I'm trying to basically say is, I think he just pollutes his message, going in both feet first like that. And so many things being disproven about what he's been going on about for the past few years.
Yeah.
It discredits him. And if you took that element away from him and then just concentrated on his politics, then I think that would have been strategically a far better move.
Oh,
So someone that makes those
100%.
kinds of so someone who makes those kind of errors, it's like, well, is he the right guy? Do you know what I mean? Is he selling you a line? Because I've come across so many fucking con men in my life.
I don't know that he's a con man. I just think he's a little bit insane, and like his wife is completely batshit crazy. And
No, I don't want to call him a con man either. I mean, I regret saying that. Well, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, sorry.
No, he's like, he's got his convictions and all of that stuff, but of course you have to doubt the sanity of somebody who buys into this stuff, and then you find out through, who was it now? I think it was Franco Tedesco and Beck who interviewed him, how he gets his quote unquote intel, which is Rhiannon, his wife, gets it through the ether. He would get up in the morning and he'd be like, "What's going on with the White Hats, darling?" And she'd be like, "They're all cheering for you, Rick." And he's like, yes, I'm on the right, I'm on the right sort of road. And it's like, that's how he gets his fucking intel. That and talking on Rumble Spaces with Americans. It's like, that dude couldn't even register a fucking political party, even though he promised and promised and promised he'd do it. Couldn't or wouldn't like register a political
Because he had
party.
to wind up his defence
his claim
contracting
on
business.
his claim on that. Sorry to insult you, but I mean, his individual claim on not registering the party kind of made sense, as in constitutionally, political parties are invalid. You know, they shouldn't really exist.
That's not why at all. It's because constitutionally, someone who is a defence contractor, which that is his business, that's how he makes his money. He's an advisor to the Department of Defence. He would need to wind up that company if he wants to be registering officer of Australia One. That is why he's never registered Australia One.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about his reasoning behind it. So his reasoning behind it is constitutionally parties shouldn't exist anyway.
Yeah,
And if
why
you
is he
were going to
running for
revert back,
Parliament?
one sec, if you were going to revert back to the 1901 Constitution, then having independence, all working under an umbrella of policies, would be more constitutional than creating or registering an actual party. That was his reasoning behind it. I'm not saying if he was right or wrong.
Yeah, but why then did he promise for years to do it? Like
He ran as
like,
an independent. He got like
his
80
knowledge.
votes.
No, I know that, but his
independence,
knowledge didn't change
all
over a couple
working
of years, and
under
he
an
kept promising and
umbrella of
promising and
policies
promising and
would be more
saying, "We're on the
constitutional
verge. We're
than
doing it next
creating
month in
Take
3
your
months.
donations.
We're always donations. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're
They're
doing
just
it."
more red flags, Cooker Watch. They're just more red flags.
Yeah, yeah. Call him a con man if you want, but he's batshit crazy.
I don't blame Australian Talk for falling for it, though. I mean, he fell for Clive Palmer as well, from memory. But there is that Australian Talk.
Oh, he's goading Australian Talk into coming up. I've thrown him a mic. I'm not sure what's happening. But yeah, like the guys. I mean, initially people had hopes, right? But all you had to do was watch him in Canberra. The way he spoke to people, anybody that questioned him about anything, like a simple question, particularly if it was a woman, like way worse if it was a woman. But the way he spoke down to people in Canberra was fucking disgusting. The way he handles questions on his podcast, his audience, you cannot question the guy. You fucking cannot.
Oh no, he's got a temper. He's got a temper.
As soon as you question him, you are blocked, muted, spoken down to.
It doesn't bode him well either, because the electorate won't go for that as a majority. They won't.
Clearly they didn't. He got like 80 votes.
You want to see control. People still want to see that atypical kind of, controlling a person and the temper. I mean, if you've got a temper, you're going to make fucking errors. Simple as that.
Yeah, and they say women shouldn't be in fucking power because they're over emotional. But like that guy, he loses his fucking shit. Like, I don't know if you've seen the videos, Hitman, but he loses
I've seen all of them.
Fucking shit, right? And it's like he abuses his own people, like not even the people that he's against. He abuses his own people, tells them they're all fucking useless and don't, if you want to question me, don't fucking, don't follow me. It's my way or the highway. And, what's that, honey?
Well,
the white hats are happy with me.
You're only ever going to be fringe acting like that with the electorate. You're only ever going to be a fringe party no matter what you do. So again, it's just bad strategy. And that kind of bad strategy when he had good policies was kind of a bit weird, which is another red flag for me. But anyway, Australian Talk, you're back, mate. You're back.
Yeah, I am. As a matter of fact, just got off the phone with Clive, and he said, "Go easy on you this time, mate."
Telling him, man, calling him a fat cunt.
You can say that, mate. He's lost over 45 kilos in under 12 months. He's doing remarkably well. He did have a gastric bypass surgery, but aside from that, after he had a scare a couple of years ago, he's fighting fit. He's doing.
He wasn't
very
serious,
well.
mate. He wasn't a serious political kind of. And I remember it. I remember him floating all his ideas, and you getting on the bandwagon, starting spaces, and you're like, "Yeah, let's vote Clive Palmer." I'm like, and I'm going, "Fuck off, Australian Talk." He's a fucking idiot, mate.
Envy.
He does it. He does it every
stuff.
single cycle. Clive Palmer pops up and he splits the vote, mate. That's his job, and you fell for it again, brother. What are you doing?
A little bit of inferiority. there, Hitman? You think his 50 billion is far too much and you're upset?
No, I
Assuming,
think he should. I think he should give his 50 billion to more worthy causes, mate. He's profited
Hitman,
enough.
Wait, Australian
listen,
talks. Are you a Clive Palmer guy?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't
Uh,
going to admit it, but I've just exposed him. Now he's got to admit it.
admit what? Admit that, I've met the great man who is a living national treasure of this country, who's practically the nation's greatest
He couldn't
philanthropist
stay a week
behind
through a
Gina
Senate
Rinehart.
hearing, mate. He couldn't stay
Sean,
awake, bro.
Mate, it would put anyone to sleep, even yourself. Wouldn't it? It
I
would
don't know
put you to
about that.
sleep
I don't
as
know
well.
about
You
that.
don't sit and watch
I,
politics.
bro, if I
But
heard,
no,
I was,
let's keep going. Give me something good so I can consider it. All of this stuff's just cannon fodder, mate. This is child's play.
Yeah, tell him
Come on,
fucking hit, man. Call
go
him a
hard,
fat
mate.
bastard, mate. Say he's a fat bastard and he's greedy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
tell
mean,
him
Sit
as
you
well.
down, watch
I've got a
Austin
question.
Powers
I
1,
nearly
2, and
interviewed.
3.
I nearly interviewed Clive Palmer once. I was working for this AFPM, whatever the fuck it
Here
was.
we go. So
No, I nearly
this is where
interviewed,
examinating
and
from,
I
ladies and
wanted to ask him
gentlemen. We're
I wanted to
rejected
ask him some
interview
serious
application.
questions, and I was told no, I can't ask him those questions. And one of them was, why did he buy up half the world's stock of hydroxychloroquine and bring it into the only state on this fucking planet that had banned hydroxychloroquine? And then it all got fucking stockpiled and wasted. And there was another guy in America that did the same thing. So between the two of these billionaires, they bought up all the world's stock of hydroxychloroquine and fucking took it off the shelves everywhere, mate. Now, he turned around and said, oh, it was to save all Queenslanders and all of Australia. But I suspect that he was running an op for government, mate, to take hydroxychloroquine off the shelf worldwide. There's my fucking question if you're listening, Clive Palmer. Answer it. And I wasn't allowed to ask that question. I wonder why.
I didn't know there was beef between Hitman and Australia Talks.
Oh,
Is
no,
this
I've not
is
got any
this
beef with
is
those.
this
No,
beef
I
or is this
love the
just
guy.
No,
I love the guy, mate.
political stoushing?
I love the guy, mate.
Okay, good.
He's awesome.
Good.
do you guys settle the score though?
Wait a second, Cooker. Are you thinking Clive Palmer is Switzerland all of a sudden? For myself and Hitman. Clive Palmer's Switzerland in her mind, Hitman. How did that
What?
come to be?
No, I'm just saying I'm glad there's not beef between you two. What do you don't you put words
No,
in my
I love
mouth?
the guy. I love the guy, mate. He's one of the best mates on
Is
it.
this
Love
is
Australian stuff.
Switzerland, bro? Are you from Switzerland? Australian? My God, sorry, I had to say it.
I was
Do
just
you,
ribbing
I had to
Australian
say it
talk about
because
Clive
Hitman is
Palmer.
my nigga. Hitman is my nigga, bro. That's all the reason that I had to say it.
okay, I should have put no
Well,
seppos in the title.
Yeah, he should do that.
well,
Sorry, Albert, we don't
in
do we don't do
fairness,
Americans.
Especially maybe at this
in
area.
I don't
fairness,
think he's American, to be honest. I think he's from somewhere else.
in fairness, he does call himself a pseudo intellectual. So he was just exemplifying the pseudo aspect of it, right? Hey, Cooker, there's a war happening. There's an invasion that's taking place. What do
There
you reckon
is
about that?
there is
What do you reckon
indeed.
about Maduro?
Well, there is indeed. So, how the fuck, without congressional approval, does somebody bomb the shit out of another country's capital and steal their prime minister? How the fuck does that happen?
You're nicked, mate.
How's that happen, Straight Talk? Tell me.
Ask that question again.
How does, without any congressional approval, a country bomb another country and steal their prime minister without any kind of approval from any fucking body? How? How's
Where's
this
the
happen?
UN on this? Like, where's the security? I know that America's on the Security Council, but this is like an international incident.
Yeah.
Wait, you know how though, right? You know how.
Well,
I
yeah,
understand you're asking
helicopters
the
went
question.
in and shot rockets, and they
No,
got.
no,
It's
I
like the
understand the
hillbillies that took
practicality of
over
it.
America, isn't it? It's fucking
It'll
weird.
be
No,
Israeli
look,
intelligence
Hang on,
said exactly where he
let's
is.
get
hold up
him to answer.
before we get to the Zios, right? Before we get to the Zios. So, Cook, it's a fair question you're asking. How does it get to this point? Because seemingly there is legislation that's been bypassed or not actually acknowledged
And
or
considering
used
Maduro
to
on New
prevent
Year's
such
Eve
measures.
says to Trump, okay, we'll talk anything you want. Talk wherever you want, whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll give you what you want. It's fine. And then
Hmm.
what just fucking does it anyway because they've got lots of oil that's untapped. Like
He didn't
what?
stop the
Hold up,
fishing
hold
boat.
up.
He didn't stop Fred on the fishing boat.